Probably.
Oh my God, I would love to blow a guy in the sky. Like I would love to blow a pilot.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick. They're good looking.
The pilot.
Are there cameras
and
up
I'm
there?
okay with that too. Yeah, the black box.
No, that's just voice recording.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the black box isn't video. I'm like, be quiet.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the plane goes down right before they're like, what are they doing? They're like, was he getting head when the plane was about to go down? I'm
And
like,
you're just yelling, no, this cup of noodle soup is so hot.
we're gonna die. Hey guys, I'm on tour. Come see me live at Charleston, South Carolina, May 29th through the 31st. Hartford, Connecticut, June 5th. Hoboken, New Jersey, June 7th through the 8th. Brooklyn, New York, I'm headlining the Bell House June 10th. Syracuse, New York, June 11th. Albany, New York, June 12th. Chicago, Illinois, June 18th. Denver, Colorado, June 20th and 21st. Buffalo, New York, June 26th through 28th. Nashville, Tennessee, July 25th and 26th. Seattle, Washington, August 29th and 31st. And Richmond, Virginia, November 14th through the 15th. And all my dates are my punch-up links on all my on all of my socials. Thanks, guys.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad.
To drag out horse.
No, but for the record, on the show, one of the audience members asked him if he did anything gay, and he was just like, I love pussy. For like a good 5 minutes. He was like, you guys just don't understand pussy.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So we never got that answer, but I was like, I had fun with him, and then I told him how gay the podcast was, and he was still cool with it. So
I love that.
My little brother's gay.
Whoa.
Like dead ass.
no, I believe you.
How old is he?
32.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But you look young too. How old are you?
Guess.
34.
Damn. No, I'm 40.
Really?
Yeah.
And you've never done anything gay?
Nah.
Good for you.
Well, I've seen some gay shit though.
Like what?
Like growing up at the Girls and Boys Club, there was these guys that used to always go into the pool shower.
Yeah.
And one time I did a whole lookout for them.
Yeah.
And what were they doing?
I was like, I'm not gonna let nobody come in.
Yeah. Wait, was that like the older brother program?
No.
What's the Girls and Boys Club?
Girls and Boys Club is like a
It's kind of like
community,
the YMCA.
yeah, YMCA type shit where they send the kids to
Like a summer camp?
yeah, so the parents don't have to be with their kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that year round?
No, just the summer.
And were these
It's open year round, but the summer program was very
And-
specific.
and these were counselors?
It's like day camp, right?
Essentially,
Yeah.
yeah,
And these were counselors or like
kids,
kids?
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah. I'm an ally.
That's great. That's even better. I mean, when it was a counselor, I was like, it's a little weird that they were having a little kid be like, don't let anyone come in here. But,
Then I'm just a accomplice to a crime. But
yeah.
I'm always just so jealous when I find out that like people were having gay sex when they were growing up and we didn't get to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I
Yeah,
know.
because we didn't do it until our like 20s.
Yeah. 21.
21 for me too.
Wait, so
But
you were
you
a
were-
virgin the whole time?
No, he was fucking women. But
right.
That's what,
Yeah.
remember we started
Right,
hands
right,
up?
right, right,
I was like, I'm
right.
gay. And, I'm actually talking to this trans man right now. And their Grindr profile says insatiable. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
don't know what that means. I don't want to eat it.
oh, really?
I don't want to eat it.
I feel completely opposite.
I wanna eat it.
I would love to eat that. I would love to eat it.
You're going to eat the trans?
I would eat the trans, whatever
Pussy.
they call it. Yeah, pussy. I don't know. Sometimes
Pussy?
trans guys don't like when you call it that. So whatever they would like us to call
Their
it.
dick.
Hole?
Well, I don't know if I don't think we're all that delusional, but they. it's
People
not-
call a butthole a back pussy. Can't you just call
maybe
it
they call
like
it their
a
front hole, but
A back pussy?
bussy,
Pussy. I've heard
That's
that.
gay guys.
Oh, I thought it
though.
was a boy pussy.
back pussy, boy pussy? It could be whatever you want. It's your pussy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I would
Don't call it that, Jimmy. Don't call
I
it
would
that.
have no
Yeah, don't call
problem.
it.
I would have no problem eating out a trans dude. I think that actually sounds so hot to me.
Do you eat ass?
Yeah.
See, I don't do
The
that either.
vagina though is not like, to me that's not the gross part. Not that having sex.
okay,
with women
but
is
he's
gross.
gay.
I just don't like. I don't like women's sexually. I don't like, and don't take this the wrong way, girls. Like I don't like women's like face and hair and voice sexually. Like that's.
I don't
the
like
part
their
that-
voice either.
But like that's the vagina's not the problem for me. I know some gay guys are like, I hate vagina.
See,
that's
as a straight guy, that's shocking to me.
Really?
You just said that. You're like, yeah, I would totally like the pussy's fine, but it's all the other things that I don't
It's
like.
the
I'm
woman
like,
itself.
I feel like objectively, it's all of the other things that are the most beautiful. Like a pussy's great, don't get me wrong, but like the face and the hair and the nails, that all is like objective
I'm
beauty.
gay. I don't like those. I don't
That's
like.
why
I
I'm
don't
gay.
like their
And
nails. I
every
don't
day.
like that. I go when I see a girl with her hair all done up and makeup. I go like, oh, where are you going to? I'm not like I gotta bend this girl over. You know what I mean? But if a trans guy with a vagina, I would dog that out.
It's a real weird logic you got.
It's very
It's
weird
just how I
logic.
feel. I'm open.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I don't know. And
A
more,
real masculine trans guy with a vagina. That's like so hot to me.
right, but and me too. But I don't want to eat it.
And that's why you'd be a bad straight guy.
Dude, there's so many reasons.
Yeah.
I was just like thinking, just growing up, just like I just like really wanted a different relationship with women. I actually was just watching Overcompensating because somebody in the Discord told me about it,
Yeah.
and that is how I grew up.
Oh.
Like just being like, yeah, no, we're all fucking going to get girls, right, guys?
Not me. I was like walking down the hallway with like 6 girls clinked like on each side, like walking down. They're like, "Don't talk to us." I
You're
was
like, I'm a bad bitch.
yeah. And everybody knew I was gay, but they'd be like, "He's not gay."
Oh, but Atlanta's gay.
That's fuck.
So you were like exposed to it, like just gay people in general.
Yeah.
I knew about Jack from Will and Grace. Like, and I
Okay.
learned about that in like 8th grade. I'm like, all right, well, my dad said don't be like that, so I must not be gay.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was commonplace in Atlanta. It was like the girls and the guys, like girls were studded up as teenagers.
Oh,
wow.
Love.
That's
a
incredible.
stud.
I wish I grew up in Atlanta. This sounds great.
I was competing with girls for pussy. It was crazy.
Wait, I didn't. They,
Oh, and the studs will get them. The
Yeah.
studs will fucking get them. They had their backwards hat on.
Every time.
They're like, oh, they're always like, my name's Bite. You're like, whoa. Those are my favorite videos on TikTok where it's like shows like, what's your stud name? And they're like, Viper. And like, and what's your real name? She's like, Bethany. I love those.
what would your stud name be?
My stud name? I did come up with that great one at that show one time. What was it? It was what was my stud
Yeah, I
name?
remember, yeah.
I can't remember what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you have a stud name?
Yeah, let's play. Yeah, let's call myself Mocha or some shit like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mocha.
Mocha?
It sounds like a stripper.
Yeah, it sounds like a stripper. That's kind of too feminine, I feel like.
Yeah.
Mocha's
Yeah.
It's still feminine.
Yeah, I guess.
In fact, if I were to order like a mocha latte, my dad would be like, just call it chocolate.
So your dad is like nothing gay around me ever. That's crazy.
Well,
He
he's
likes it
better
now.
now.
Yeah, okay,
But
good,
growing up, I think he thought he could like
Get it out.
like teach me, like I still think about that.
Some straight dads really want you to like. I know some guys who have like relationships with their dad where they like talk about pussy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, like
That was
yeah.
Colton.
That was me.
See, I think that's so gross.
That is
Would-
kind of off.
Specifically or just in general?
Well, like I had a friend who was like, "Yeah, my dad was talking about how his girlfriend gives him head," and I was like, "I just think that's inappropriate."
My dad gave me the worst advice ever. He goes, listen, if you have sex with a woman, then even if it's just a one night stand, you owe her a conversation on why it's not going to move forward. And I
Oh.
said, okay, that makes sense. And he goes, but only if you have sex with them. And I was like, well, what if you just like get head? He goes, hey, it's not the same thing. I'm like, what? How does that make sense in your head? He's like, she only sucked my dick. We didn't have to have a conversation
Wow.
about it.
Yeah.
So y'all were getting like uncle talk from your dads.
Yeah.
Not me.
This is how my
Yeah,
dad.
my
My
uncle
uncles
was
talk like that.
No.
I asked my dad one time why he never gave us the sex talk, and he was like, "The school takes care of that." I was like, "Okay."
They
Not in the
shouldn't.
detail that you need
Yeah.
to tell
Yeah.
me. It's like, yeah, just reproductive.
When did your brother come out?
I would say he was about 23, 24.
Okay, wait. So he was later too then.
I already knew he was gay.
Yeah. Did you always know he was
Yeah,
gay?
yeah.
Yeah.
He talked slow and like watching TV with grandma.
Yeah. I think we can all relate to that a little bit. I think I loved my grandma.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
He's so feisty when we were kids. I used to be like, all right,
Yeah.
all right, bro.
And would you say like he's gay and your family would be like, don't say that about him?
Ish.
Ish.
We got the same dad.
Oh, okay.
So my dad's like hella alpha'd out. So it's like, so he didn't raise any of his kids. So, so he's like, doesn't want to accept that my brother is gay, but
Still.
he's coming around.
Yeah. Eventually they have to be like, all right, it's been 10 years. I mean, how much longer can I hold out that he's going to change?
Yeah.
I heard something very interesting once that the gay gene comes from the man. So it's my dad's fault.
I
actually
told my
agree with
dad that.
I 100% agree with that. That makes total sense.
I do think it's a gay gene.
Yeah,
My
I
dad's
agree.
my dad's twin brother.
Wait,
is gay.
explain the gay gene.
I don't know.
I know. That's why I wanted you to do it.
I think it's in the semen.
Ew.
I do.
I hated
Where else
that.
would it be?
I hated that.
Where else would it be?
Where else would it be? And I think there's little gay swimmers, and they're like, "Ooh, I'm horny."
The swimmers are horny?
Yeah.
To do
Well,
what?
I think, and I've said this many times, I think men are much more on the spectrum of maybe they're not. I think gay is so stigmatized that that men who would experiment with other men don't do it because they don't want to be considered gay. I think most men would be doing gayer things and not identifying that. I think there's gay like us where we have the voice and the mannerisms and we get to dance.
Not me,
and
not
stuff.
me.
We get the dance.
And
We get to
we're
dance.
like ba 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 ba. And then there are straight guys that are like they let the guys suck their dick and they're like.
But then
"Listen, I
is that gay?
I think it's just open sex. I think we're putting labels on all of it, and that everyone would be much more open, but with everything that happens in society based on what that means.
So you think that if the world agreed, if you're straight,
If there
you
wasn't-
shouldn't be able to masturbate because that's gay. You're jerking off a penis. You think that just because of the society, a lot of people would stop doing it?
No, because men, whenever you try to tell people not to do something when they're alone,
I didn't say not to do it. I said if you do it, it's gay.
I think they'd still do it because it's their own body. So it's hard to be like anything's
Yeah,
gay or
yeah,
straight
yeah,
when it's your own body.
Yeah.
But I think that if we wiped out all of the issues that men have with experimenting and it was considered completely normal, I think we would see a huge jump in men who weren't so afraid to have threesomes. There are guys who are won't even have threesomes with other men in the room. And it's like, okay, I mean, grow up.
I've done something gay.
Wait, I like that you took that. Went, oh,
Holy
no.
shit, running
Yeah.
trains on girls and shit.
Yeah, wait, but let me ask you this,
Oh shit.
I was talking to a couple. I was talking to. Let me ask you
I don't
this,
think
though.
running a train on a girl's gay.
Wait. Let me
I saw
ask.
dick in the room.
Okay. So that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
ask
but
you.
you're in a locker room.
Wait. Stop. Let me ask you a question because I was talking to a couple black comics about this, and they were talking about running a train on a girl, and I was explaining you guys are all fucking her in the room, and they were like, no, when black guys run a train on somebody, we each take turns
Yeah.
and then leave the room. Exactly. That's so you guys weren't all in the room.
I mean, it's like we walk.
Yeah. White guys, they all do it in the same
pass?
room.
We're passing each
Yeah.
Do you guys look
I
at
knew
each
it.
other? Do you guys,
I will say this is some gay shit.
wait, do you guys interact?
No. But in a situation like this once, right, we do have everybody knows pecking order. So one friend we had, he's like, I'm going first. Because he got
Yeah.
a little dick.
Because he got what?
A little dick.
Oh wow.
Okay.
He's like, I got to go first. Fuck that. He's like,
Yeah.
y'all know about the last time, y'all.
That's so thoughtful of the other
said
friends
last
to let
time.
him
Last
go
time it was
first.
too open for me, guys. And it's like, oh,
What are you guys all doing while waiting for your turns? Just being like, hey, how you all?
smoking weed.
2K.
Yeah,
Playing
smoking
video
weed.
games.
And then you tap someone in.
Pretty much.
Wait, so you pick up, do you start the game over? You're like, I'm not playing with
Well,
the Chiefs or
I'm
whatever.
next. Okay. And you put it down. Put the stick down. You
God,
go.
that's
How do you
I want
find
to
these
be that
girls?
girl. Yeah.
I know.
They found us.
They.
Yeah, these girls be freaky, man. Growing up, the women in my neighborhood would always say girls are faster than guys. So once a girl knows what sex is, I feel like she's down for it way quicker than a guy is.
I disagree with that, but I hear what you're saying.
Once they
Once
know
girl.
what it is. Guys,
It's easier
guys
for
don't
a
get to know
girl.
what it is as fast as a
I
girl
think
does.
women have the ability to get sex easier from men, so maybe it seems like that. But I think men are down for sex, just if sooner, if not at the same time as women.
Okay.
I don't think that. I think biologically females mature faster.
Yeah.
And so
But
just
I-
like you said about society and whatnot, I think it's the same thing with girls. If society was not calling them all whores, then
Yeah,
they'd
they
be
would be fucking
knowing what's
everybody.
yeah, they'd be doing really fun stuff like them.
Like trains.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, actually, my
But
stud name would just be Train.
The only difference is yes, for sure. I think women would be allowed to be more freely sexually, but there is still, even with that, a safety issue when it comes to that.
if I was a girl, my name would be Thomas, the tank engine, because I'd just be always running a train.
Choo-choo.
Yeah, pulling it. That'd be also. Want to know a fun fact about the medieval times? The priests had to go through training to ask them what masturbation was. To be like, "Are you sinning?" Because they would be accidentally explaining what masturbation is, and then they'd go home and do it. So they'd have to ask them if they were doing the sin without telling them what they were doing.
Wow.
And so they had to go through this like priest training, and then eventually they were like, "All right, no one's allowed to do anal." And people were like, "Wait, what's anal?" And then that became a huge problem. So
I
they
think
had
that with masturbation, it's like you don't necessarily. I don't remember someone telling me about masturbation. It just like ended up happening.
Yeah, you're just feeling
You
around.
just figure it out, unless you. Yeah, right.
yeah, but if no one ever talks
knew
about
what
it,
it
then
was
everybody,
before.
everybody knows what masturbation is. You still seeing some wild styles.
Oh yeah, there are wild styles.
I mean, that's with us all talking about it, knowing about it, having videos.
Yeah.
These people didn't have
Isn't it
videos.
Oh, true.
Isn't it crazy that all these guys are jerking off, but they all have different techniques that we don't know what each other are doing? I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Some guys like need you to like hold their, but and they think this is just how you masturbate, and then you see other guys jerk off, and you go like, oh, he doesn't do it like me at all.
That is hilarious.
I'll go home and try out their style. I'm not like being like, oh, mine's the best way.
I've seen
And
some
I'll
guys
go,
where I go, I'm not trying that out.
what?
Oh, it's so stupid. Like they like touch it in a weird way, and you're like, oh, you just started doing this too young or something, and now this is how
Very
the only way you can
interesting.
come.
He's like, do you have a couch?
I was
But
actually
this is the
jerking,
only way you can come.
I was jerking off a couple days
Yeah.
ago, and I was like, oh, I just do it the classic way, I think.
You
the
think?
Christian way.
Yeah, well, do you guys put thumb over or you thumb behind?
Over.
Over. I'm over too. I think that's the classic way.
You've seen an open grip?
Yeah, I've seen open grip before.
That must be a heavy dick.
I don't
If he's
know.
not securing it in place,
Yeah.
it's the weight that keeps it down.
Oh,
That's a heavy dick.
I didn't even think about that. I just thought like,
Just rubbing the under.
No,
don't
because
know.
then if you go over, you're going over.
Yeah.
Well, I think I meant like cupped like this. I meant just thumb over or under. Like I think it's pretty.
Oh, you're saying that you can wrap around it with just the four fingers? Because then that's a skinny dick.
Well, no, it's the same thing. It's just
It's the
thumb
same
up
thing, it's the
front
thumb.
and
This
the
is
back.
what, okay,
You're
this is what
confusing
locks
it.
it in.
Confusing. It's like is
The
the
thumb.
thumb in the back or the front? It's the same motion right here in the grip with your palm, but it's just the thumb in the front or the thumb in the back.
Yep, I agree.
How many
but
ways
if
do
I'm
you think
saying
girls
if the thumb's in the
have?
back, it just pops out
you know,
of your hand.
that's even.
I mean, I guess I think you have a more grip than that for sure. I think you can kind of do that. I think you can have it like this, and it's not going to be like boom, boom. Oh my god, my cock's booming because I don't have my thumb in the front, Jimmy. I mean, yeah.
Speak for
Yeah,
yourself.
go home and try.
Yeah, you don't know how
You're
my
just
dick
like,
works.
how-
My wrist wouldn't even work that way.
I think it does.
Out that way.
you will figure it out.
Oh yeah, some guys bend it too. It's like a lot of sick stuff happening.
The bending always scares me.
I know. Have you ever met someone who
The
broke their
reversed.
dick?
Yeah.
Wait, how do you
Peyronie's
break
disease.
your dick?
I don't know.
I don't
think
like the
you're-
one that goes like this.
I don't think
That's
real.
not.
Some
a
people
thing.
do that.
No, they.
I had a
don't.
girl do that
They do
before.
not give themselves
yeah, well,
an
they don't know what
Indian
they're
rug
doing.
burn.
I've had a girl do that before. Try like, I'm like, you warming it up?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I do hate
that?
Want to hear a scary story by the campfire?
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Do you ever have that situation where a guy comes over and you're like, you haven't been like whatever, so then you guys, because in Grindr world, they like come over and you immediately start hooking up, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I think my hands are a little cold. I hate them being like, sorry, my hands are cold. Doctor's office,
clammy?
I'm like, what?
My hands are a little
They're
clammy.
not clammy. I go, sorry, my hands are cold.
Why do guys? I hate that women don't just. Women go on date naps and say, "I'm not here for hookups."
Yeah, because you guys kill them, and so we.
Do you get it now?
You get it now.
Was that so complicated?
Because men are like addicted to beheading women and having sex with their dead bodies.
All right.
We at least can fight each other off. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right.
There's a whole other thing.
Like I don't like this. I'll beat your ass.
Yeah. It's like men versus men. You know, there's a weight class issue with you guys.
Mhm.
Because men killed them.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll never ask that
Yeah.
question.
Do you talk about sex with your brother?
I mean, he just, he's gay, so he's gonna talk about it.
Yeah. That's us.
There is no
There's
stopping
no
the gay
stopping. He's
sibling
gonna
being
say-
like, guess what I did?
I looked up with this guy last night. Oh shit. Okay, I guess you gotta tell me now. Go.
That's so
I'm
funny.
gonna tell you about pussy right after this.
I can't remember what comic I heard is like, yeah, gay guys traditionally love sex. Those guys love it.
It's all men. It's just that we have the ability to have more sex than straight men. Because there's a supply chain issue when it comes to pussy. Like it's much harder to get than like gay sex is like so easy to get.
Yeah.
You know, we have apps where there's guys right now looking to give head.
There are girls looking to. They're just not gonna say it.
Yeah, for sure, because they're scared of you guys. But we're willing to take the risk.
God, how can we empower women?
I think it's more like how do we get men to stop hurting them? But I do think.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they're scared.
I'd be
scared.
I kind of like it's the adrenaline rush.
Yeah, but we can fight them off. And we also have the male.
I think we can.
But that's the male ego is to be like, well, I could kill him if he tried anything. You know what I mean? And that's believing that we're all warriors, gay or not. You know, we all just because we're gay doesn't mean we're not still men. As I always say, like, yeah, I'm gay, but I could still be a sniper. You know what I mean?
Very
Like,
Greek
you
about it.
still have the.
I like that you could be chose the warrior that does this.
Yeah.
Out of all of like the types of combat warrior, sniper, I feel like is
What I mean is
the
like
least likely.
well, exactly, but you're still a man, so you still have the confidence to do things that
To
you don't
take a
actually
life.
can do. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
well, I guess if I was going to be in war, I'd be the #1 war guy.
Well, my
we still
favorite-
have the male ego.
My favorite is when a guy goes like, "Yeah, sure, I don't know how to fight, but like if he got me really angry,
yeah.
it's like, who are you, the Hulk?"
Yeah, the natural instinct.
Guys say that shit all the time.
When I did ROTC for 1 week, but when I was going in, I was like, yeah, I want to become a sniper or a pilot. And my dad was like, well, I couldn't be a pilot because I had colorblind, and you don't want to be a sniper because you have to look them in the face. And I was like, oh, damn, that's dark. He goes, just be an office guy. You don't have to deploy.
Just being
better.
Yeah, that's
To
fair.
look the
Yeah,
people
like
you're
during
killing in the face.
during the Iraq War, my dad was in Bradenton, Florida, like doing training and whatever. My uncle's over there in the fucking grunt shit doing
Wow.
PTSD things.
I was in the Air Force and I still deployed.
That's gay.
It's pretty gay.
Yeah.
You're in the Air Force?
Gayest thing I've done.
Were
Join
there
Air
gay
Force.
guys? Yeah.
Wait, how long were you in the Air Force?
I did 8 years, 07 to 2015.
And I bet you saw gay stuff there.
Yes.
What was that? Why don't you tell us about it?
He's like, fill me in.
Yeah.
Give me bitch. I would just say, so I went in under the don't ask, don't tell
Yeah.
thing that was going on. And it was like, but you don't really have to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not hiding. So,
Yeah.
but then like trying to watch them not to get kicked out the military and also have a West Hollywood lifestyle was the funniest shit in the world because they were all
Yeah.
doing coke and
Yeah.
fucking ecstasy. They'll go to New Orleans every weekend. I was stationed in Florida, so like,
But and also LA?
that was the last place I was stationed.
Oh, okay.
So I got stationed in the IE is what they call it, the Inland Empire.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm never leaving California.
Yeah, of course. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, so nice.
I do feel like if I was in the Air Force, I would just be like sucking dudes off in the plane, hanging out.
In the plane?
Yeah, like we're both in our outfits. I'm like taking down his little slit. I'm like, oh my God, this is so hot.
He's making a
What
porn scene.
plane?
It's the Air
Not
Force.
a jet.
Yeah, the jet.
No, there's one in one.
No, they have two dual jets, don't they?
I've never seen a plane. I mean, I'm just thinking of like
A double
Southwest.
jet? A double
you
jet.
could just go like Southwest. You could do that. Probably.
Oh my God, I would love to blow a guy in the sky. Like I would love to blow a pilot.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick. They're good looking.
The pilot. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
They're old though.
No, I've seen some
But
young pilots.
There's all sorts of people,
I heard a gay guy pilot the other day.
and also we're okay with
Why
that.
do I only think like I'm thinking like silver haired pilot?
I've seen them,
Are there
and
cameras
I'm
up
I'm
there?
okay with that too. Yeah, the black box.
No, that's just voice recording.
Oh really?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
black box isn't video. I'm like, be quiet.
Yeah. We just have a full conversation about.
Imagine the plane goes down right before they're like, what are they? They're like, was he getting head when the plane was about to go down? I'm
And
like,
you're just yelling, no, this cup of noodle soup is so hot.
we're gonna die. My family's like, we have the last recording of Dylan before he died. It's me giving head.
To the pilot.
Yeah.
Oh, my teeth fell out.
Oh my God, my teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Air Force is pretty good.
What's dating in LA like?
Oh, how much time you got, buddy?
Well, I love
Dating in LA has become a weird thing. It's because y'all stop hanging out with straight women. Y'all hang out with gay women or each other now.
I know. I hang out with the girls. But no, a lot of gay guys have abandoned their girlfriends.
Yeah,
How come?
I think there's just a divide, especially as you get older, because gay guys live this really free life and kind of can go out. And I think we stay younger, not like younger like that, but like, you know,
We don't have kids.
We don't have kids. And I think a lot of women, they end up settling down and their family becomes their priority. And then there becomes this shift between like, you know, a parent and their gay friend. They're just living such opposite lifestyles. And I think that gay guys kind of, in my opinion, use women a little bit to like kind of make themselves really comfortable. And then the minute they don't need them, a lot of them break off.
That's what it seems like.
It does feel that way. And so,
And I have to date these bitches after you do that.
yeah. And then they're missing their gay friend.
And they're trying to treat
forever.
me like I'm a gay
Yes.
friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's. A girl came to my house last week. She sat in my house till 3 a.m.
Crying.
No, I was just chilling,
Oh,
smoking,
yeah.
drinking. And I'm like, let's fuck. And she's like, you're so crazy. I'm like,
The 3 a.m.
bitch, you're crazy. Like, I'm not
3
gay.
a.m.
What we doing? I want to fuck. So then here, last night, I'm just hanging out randomly in fucking San Marcos. And I got some pussy.
Oh, wow.
San
This
Marcos.
is the craziest shit. I'm like, so it's just LA.
San Marcos, they're a little wild down there.
I like it.
Yeah.
Also, I think down here,
Yeah, they're a little bit country down there.
also not to be like disrespectful, but I
Brown
think that a
hair.
lot of people here, you know, you're in a real city where there's like people are pretty real. LA, it's like people kind of like, well, what can you do for me?
Yeah, they're waiting for something.
They're waiting for something.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're just chilling. But I have like aspirations and dreams, and I feel like LA is kind of like a city of people who like use each other. Where down here,
Very
people are just
accurate.
trying to get fucked.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
you
what
meet a
I'm
girl in
fun.
San Marcos, she's like, I got a pussy for use. Yeah,
For you
For
or
use.
both.
Wow, that is my favorite
Pussy for use.
pussy for use.
That's like literally what I would call mine. I'd be like,
Because
if I
I've
had
seen
one,
for use videos, but pussy for use is like amazing.
oh yeah. Well, if I had one, it'd be for use.
For sure.
Yeah,
Free use?
For sure.
free
yeah.
use for all of
Free
my
use.
friends.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but for use.
That's another thing that I don't like in LA. Girls, they keep making guys their friends. And like, we're guys, man. Guys want to fuck. We've been talking about this the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, no matter if you're gay, straight, you want to go there, right? No straight guy is really considering a new girl he met his friend.
They talk about this on the podcast, guys. We fucked all the time. It's their tagline of their podcast, which is "No grown man wants to be your friend." And for 10 years, they've been saying this to girls because girls will write in and be like, "Well, no, we're friends," and they're like, "You guys aren't friends." He secretly wants to have sex with you, and it's something that I think about all the time. Whenever girls say they're friends with straight guys, I go, and it's not that you are going to have sex with them; it's that if you said yes, they would have
Yes,
sex with
I
you. which-
disagree.
See, I knew you would, but it's,
I have
it's lit-
female friends.
Who?
for sure. But you're
Sophia is one of them.
We don't know her.
You do know Sophia.
Yeah, but Jimmy, you're kind of gay. Like it's like spiritually speaking, you're kind of gay. And this isn't all men, but this is when we're talking about things like this, we're talking about the generalization.
We're talking about real
of men.
men.
We're talking about we're talking about most men for sure. Maybe you have
Sure.
most.
I'll
men
give you maybe most men don't
are
have
secretly
female friends.
hanging out with. Yeah, you know so many guys in this city who have a female comic friend that they're always around, that they're like, they're friends, and it's like, no, he's waiting for her to say yes.
But is that wrong?
It's not wrong, but it's.
Well, it's-
I think that's how a lot of straight guys pair off, is like they wear the woman down. That happened to a guy that I went to college
Yeah,
with.
but
I
that's
was
what we're
like,
saying
I
is-
told him 3 years earlier, I was like, bro, it's not happening. I just got an invitation to their wedding. It's like,
But that's what we're
bro.
saying is that like it's not wrong, but women will be like, no, he's my friend, and they'll believe it. And that's what we try. They are always on that podcast saying like, just know you can be friends with him, but just know that if you said yes, please fuck me, he would.
well, isn't there, what's
And I
the
trust
Harry
everything
Met
that Craig
Sally
Fisher
thing where
says.
he's like, if the guy says they're friends, then they're friends. But if the girl says they're friends, he probably still wants to fuck her.
No, that's not true. That movie's outdated.
Well, actually, he kind of sold me on it. No, he kind of sold me on it.
No, I think
I heard you say a lot of words, but he said the little phrase. I was like, that sounds right. That sounds right.
no, I just think women gotta understand. We're not that nice.
I agree.
Yeah.
We're not that nice. It's like if I'm being nice to you because I want to fuck you, lady. Like, come on. Like that's. I only have to be nice to my mom and my sisters and my cousins unconditionally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think straight men are just interesting. Like, I think that if Colton offered straight men more blowjobs, I think you probably would end up sucking off a lot of our friends because they would say yes, because that's how horny men are.
How do you ask?
And then they're
I
no
think
longer
you just
straight.
once you get alone with them, you
You
say
need a
like,
Google link.
Wait, well, I can't remember. Oh, I was watching the rehearsal, and the guy was trying. It was a great show, by the way. Nathan Fielder, and she was like, he's like, how do you tell like a guy you want to kiss? She goes, well, you don't tell him. You kind of just give him a look. And he goes, well, what's the look? And she just looked at his lips and then up, and he goes, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So how do I do the look to like? Do I just go all the way down to their blood? Yeah, just go all the way down.
I wish don't you wish that you were like one of those gay guys that like in your mind you weren't embarrassed to ask a straight guy if he wanted to give he wanted
A
head?
Brian Kinney.
Yeah, like, which like I'm too nervous about making anybody uncomfortable, so it's like I would never be like, do you want head?
Yeah,
But I want to give so many people head.
Yeah, especially like owning the creek. I'm just like, well, if you do comedy or work in comedy, I can blow you.
100%. But it's like but I think
So then
most
I
men would
go.
accept
So
head
then
from
who
you.
can I do?
Anyone else?
Magicians.
Magician. He's like, come on, you're not real.
Rappers.
Yeah.
If Colton just starts fucking rappers, letting rappers run a train on him,
Oh, they would.
that would
God.
be a really interesting
I would be.
season.
I'd be so down because they always have a guy following them around with a camera, and I need more content. I need that friend that has the camera.
Colton's the guy that fucked Meek Mill, right?
Yeah, I'd be down. I need to get in the right circles.
So you would be at the Diddy parties. You'd be like, hell yeah.
I'm the freak.
The freak off. You won. You won the freak off.
I was like, don't tell Dylan. I was drinking again, Dylan.
You got it at the Diddy party.
Yeah. I feel like the thing about the whole Diddy whatever is he fucking beat her up. Why are they talking about piss? You know, like, why are they like they have the video?
There's a
They
lot
don't
of crimes. I think they just have to go through all of that.
and the piss one is just
I not like I.
That was
don't
very
know.
specific. Yeah, he was like, the escort was like, she wanted me to piss in her mouth.
that was a defense witness who was saying like, no, she asked
She's
for it.
asking for these things, yeah.
Oh,
No excuse to kick a bitch ass, but like,
no, for sure.
but,
I thought it
yeah.
was a prosecution witness.
No,
but it was a
no,
defense
defense
witness
witness, yeah.
being like, this
She's a freak, too.
escort was like, okay.
Yeah, Cassie's a freak. Diddy's a freak. I just don't like being involved in their sexual proclivities out loud. Like, I don't know why it's my business.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it seems like he was doing like pretty horrendous crimes.
Yeah.
So it's not like sexual business. It's more like a sexual crime of a famous person that needs to be taken down.
It was also wild to hear that the baby oil was baby oil.
It's not like what?
That the baby oil was baby oil because we all thought it was like
Drugs,
GHB or
yeah.
something like that. They're like, no, it was oil.
I haven't heard a single thing about this case. It hasn't popped up on
I know.
my
I'm trying my
Instagram
best
feed
to
at all.
not hear. I have nightmares, so I try
It got
not
really
to-
freaky for me, so I stopped listening.
Yeah, there's no reason to listen.
Yeah.
You know what I've been watching a lot
Me
of?
neither.
They're taking care of it.
yeah. Justice will prevail. Justice will prevail. This is the one court case. That one Gwyneth Paltrow hit some guy on the ski
That
slope.
was
Everyone.
great. That one was great. It
But
was
it's-
easy, and she kept looking at the camera, being like, "This is fucking ridiculous." I'm like, Gwyneth, I am on your side. I love Gwyneth.
But as soon as piss is involved, we're like,
Stop.
"Mm."
I hate that. Are you a little piss king?
Nah.
The little piss king.
Like, some guys love it when you like piss all over them. They like pissing on people.
That's
Were
what-
there any rules with the train situation? Was there like,
They're like,
were
"We're not
there,
gonna
was there
eat."
a pre-sit down? And
Kind
like,
of, yeah.
yeah, she
Yeah.
was like, I want to go in that room, and then you guys all went like, okay, we'll decide the order. You go
And are
first.
you guys getting undressed in the room, or are you kind of like getting undressed while you guys walk out? Like he's walking out naked. You're
I'm going
walking
to tell you
in
how
naked?
disrespectful this is, and you should pray for women. This is how disrespectful this is. The girl goes in the room, right? If it's dark or not, there's a party happening in there too, right? So she's drinking,
Yeah.
getting loose or whatever. We got on basketball shorts and slides.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So you literally pull down, pull back up, and all right, bitch.
See, men are so
Go
afraid
back
of
to-
being gay, they can't even be naked. White guys in the room, they're all like watching each other fuck. They're like little freaks. But
The
it's
white
so-
guys are much gayer than black guys.
Yeah.
Well,
about
because
it,
I
for
say this on
sure.
stage because I always joke that I will call white guys gay in the crowd. My favorite is when there's a black guy in the front row, a straight
Yeah.
black guy, and I look at him and go, "Don't worry, I don't call black guys gay." I go, "They hate it." That's great. And I'll slap their hand, and it'll make white people uncomfortable, but that black guy will die laughing because, well, listen, it's just in the black culture, it's a different stigma than it is in the white culture. Like I'll call a white guy a faggot. Like a black guy, I'm like, I'm not trying to get my ass kicked.
It
He's
is
gonna
so
fight. If
funny.
he's gay, he's gonna fight.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a what?
It is so funny to watch a black guy when he's like the one black guy in a group of white guy doing gay shit, just seeing how he reacts to it for the first time. He's like, okay, this is how it's
That's me and
going.
Air
White
Force.
guys, because straight white guys love to be a little gay with each other.
Yeah, it's part of their thing.
Yeah, it is their thing.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
But then when we try to do it with them, they're like, "Stop it!" fag." And we're like, "Oh, we thought we were. I thought we were
Too far.
Just, yeah. They're like, they actually like. It's not funny because they like it.
I do.
Yeah.
What kind of logic? All right.
I do.
Like me and the straight guys just gonna sit around and talk about dicks, but as soon as the gay dude, he's like, "Hey, shut the fuck." That's weird logic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. What is it, guys?
Guys,
Let
slap
us
my
let
ass.
us suck your cock.
I want to know how to ask.
You just say like, "Do you want?" I think you have to be super blunt and be like, "Do you want head?"
I don't even think you have to ask. I think you can just say, I want to suck your dick, and then see how they react.
Yeah.
I just want to suck any dick tonight.
No, then it's
No.
it's putting it up in the air. You could just be like the eccentric gay guy. If you say I want to
Nah,
suck your dick,
Mhm.
then there's no question about what is happening.
It's
Yeah.
just classic rejection or acceptance.
Yeah.
Oh,
You should
I
start
don't
doing
think I
that.
should do
You
that.
should do it.
I don't think I should do
You
that.
should, because then let us know how it happens. And then once I get my surgery, I'll do it.
I'm gonna wait till you get your surgery. We could be twins about
Okay,
it.
and we'll go up to straight guys that we don't really know that well and be like, and if there does have to be a vibe. You can't be out of nowhere, because sometimes you're hanging out with a straight guy one-on-one and all of a sudden you're like, is there a vibe here?
Yeah.
Or sometimes they like want to talk about sex in a way that you're kind of like, you don't do this with anybody else, but you also don't know, because straight men use people to talk about things they can't talk about with their straight friends, like their emotions or sex. So they
That's
use
gotta be
women
annoying
and
as
gay
hell.
guys as therapists.
Yeah, I
I do it with my
Oh,
little brother.
Yeah, of course. But that's your
crazy.
brother, so he deserves
Yeah,
it.
he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is your brother hot?
He looks like me. Just
He
shorter.
looks like me. He looks like me.
And is
We look
yours-
like our dad, like hard body.
Does he look
Oh,
like?
nice.
Does he live in Atlanta?
He lives in the Bay now.
Oh yeah, classic gay.
Classic gay.
Yeah.
Wait, is he in tech?
He's a traveling nurse. That's also now you know he's gay.
That is a
That is
a
the job.
very
That is the
Yeah.
that
job.
is the job.
That's a great job though. A traveling nurse makes money.
Yes, he
We
does.
love a gay guy who has money.
He got money.
Yeah.
Does he get paid extra for working in the Bay because it's so expensive?
I think so.
And
Yeah.
they pay for everything when you're a traveling
Oh, they
nurse.
do?
Yeah,
pay,
they put
pay
'em
for your
up.
home. They put you up, everything, because you're only in places for like, I think your contracts are like 3 to 5
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
And so you get to go live basically wherever you want or wherever they need you. I think it depends on how long you've been doing it and stuff like that. But yeah, because I know this because I wanted to be a traveling nurse.
Interesting.
And I got some scholarships out of high school to be a nurse. And then I failed out of community college.
Okay, that's why I was like, I know the end of that story.
And then I failed out of community college. And I actually used my scholarships
Dream
to say it
deferred.
with me, buy a car.
Hey.
Okay. And everyone was like, are you allowed to do that? And I was like, well, I need a car for college.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Well, I don't know
Then
if
I
it
failed
is.
out. But that's okay. Did you go to college?
I did.
Wait, yeah. Oh yeah, I guess he was in the Air Force. Did you?
Well, I went to
use
the
your
Air
GI Bill?
Force after I was fucking up in college. So
Ah.
and then like it was like it's a 2-for-1. I was the weed man and
You sold weed?
and I was in college. So like
Yeah.
I was like I'm not doing a lot right now. So
Yeah.
Why not go to the
I
Air
left.
Force?
Yep. And if
Did you go? Well, I could do all the branches, but that one's the easy one.
kind of. I was because if I would have got I got selected to go to any branch. I scored high on the test.
Yeah.
So I got like an 88 on the ASVAB. So they're like, take your pick. And I'm like, I only want to go to the Air Force, but they had a wait time.
Yeah.
So then I was like,
That's kind of nice. You get a little break before you go.
and I took it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
A gap year.
A gap year.
Wait, what'd you do on your
military?
What'd you do on your gap year?
Almost got a bunch of bitches pregnant, and
Are you nutting in girls?
I was wilding out. I'm going to the military. I'm like, it's over.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I stopped.
Yeah, we were in Iraq when he joined.
Wow.
What do you say? Did you just learn that?
No, when you joined,
I
we were
wasn't in Iraq.
Oh, got it.
I was saying America was at
I
war.
was like, wait, were you living in Iraq?
No, you
I feel
joined.
like I
We
could live in
almost moved
Iraq.
to Kuwait in '98, and then said we moved to London. And thank fucking God we did that.
Yeah, I would have gone into the Marines.
You're
gangster.
crazy.
That's who I am. I'm a Marine.
No,
No, you are not.
I am. I would have been in the
Hoorah.
Marines.
No, that is literally his attitude. Is like I'm just gonna like pummel through it. That is
yeah,
the
I literally
Marines.
would have been an incredible Marine. And I wish I could go now and work out with them.
No, I would say you're more
That's
Army
interesting.
than Marines.
No,
I'm literally
no.
Marines.
Why?
I'd be in the
No.
Marines in the dugouts just fucking Sucking
Dugout?
off yeah.
What dugout?
Like I'm thinking you're in war and
The
you're like
dugout?
hiding and stuff. You don't know anything. Do
The
you?
foxhole.
The foxhole. I'm killing it.
Dugout.
Yeah.
Baseball.
The Marines are the hottest.
We
that's
go
why.
play baseball on the weekends. We
Yeah.
in the dugout.
We're the Marines. We play baseball.
Yeah.
We wear stripes.
We wear stripes. We're gangsters. But yeah,
I just don't. I couldn't deal with the yelling.
no,
I don't like when they yell at me.
it's fake.
Yeah, then you
I don't care.
hate
I just don't
the
like how
Marines.
loud it is.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
It's the noise
It's
itself.
the noise itself that bothers. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, he's being mean to me. I'd be like, oh my ears hurt. And I think I would have too much attitude for the service.
It used to be funny to watch the girls get disciplined because of everything that you're saying right now.
I would be like rolling my eyes, and I know that I'd have to do like extra push-ups every day.
Yep.
I saw on Instagram there was a video of this like tiny little twink dude from Thailand who apparently everyone in Thailand has to join the military.
Oh wow.
And he was
I saw
bitching
this
about
too.
it. He's like, "What the fuck? I have to be in the military?"
He went to court and he doesn't have to go.
Oh, that's so good for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And actually, I think there was a lottery of like where like
Yeah, he won the lottery that he doesn't have to go.
yeah.
Wow.
He was
I don't
like,
know
sad.
why I know about that.
Is it Squid Game?
Yeah. No, my dad always told me to go Air Force because they have the nicest bases.
Nicest bases, nicest food.
Mm-hmm.
We live like kings.
Yeah.
We did. Everybody hated us. They call us the chair force.
Yeah.
Because this is pretty much what we do all day.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah. Until
You
you
were the-
deployed and you're hot. In the
Yeah,
desert
yeah, yeah.
And try not to die.
I know that's the thing that all the guys are so hot in the service.
Because they make them work out.
Work out
know.
daily.
Yeah. They're so bored. They're like, I guess I'll go to the gym today.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a long-term relationship?
I have.
How'd that go?
I was married when I was in the military.
You were
That-
married?
Yeah, that was my long-term relationship.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
As you were deploying?
I got married in tech school, so it was right before I went to my base. So I was out of a 3-year relationship. We were married for 2.
Okay. You got divorced while you were in the service?
California.
Nice.
Too many bitches, man.
Oh,
that
it was
wasn't
the
why.
option?
I got to California and she was like, I started acting and doing other shit.
Yeah.
And then she was like, these women are fucking
She got a little
fine as
jealous.
shit. She got jealous, yeah.
You cheating on her?
No.
Not once?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Nope. I was being a good guy,
Yeah.
doing the solid thing.
Have you ever cheated?
But that probably
After
made you
that, I became a whole asshole after I got
Really?
divorced.
I feel like when you're not cheating and they accuse you of cheating, it just makes you resent not cheating because you're going to get accused of it
That's what used to happen
anyway.
to me all the time.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I was like, I can't keep arguing about something that I'm not doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's psycho.
Did you have a big wedding?
No, courthouse.
I hate that. I would never get it. Yeah.
I like that. I like a courthouse.
I know
wedding.
men like the courthouse.
What are you wearing to your wedding?
As Dylan, as if I was a girl.
No, I'm not. This is not your girly
Well, you've
podcast.
done it
You're
already.
Dylan.
You've done it on the podcast.
Done what?
You said if I was a girl.
I've never said that.
You did it
phrase.
20 minutes ago.
Never said that phrase. I said if I had a pussy.
No, that's not true. Roll it back. Roll it back and prove that I was right. No, I mean, as a guy, I don't want to get married. But if I was a girl, I'd have a
No. This is
huge-
not your podcast. If you are gonna get married
I'm not
one
gonna
day,
I'm not doing this anymore.
Are you not going to get married?
No.
Even if
As
you
a
meet
gay
the
man,
one?
I don't believe in marriage.
Okay, are you going to get civil unioned?
No.
no wait.
Yeah.
Well, this person you love,
Okay.
it means the world to them, and their grandma's about to die, so they want to do it soon.
I don't like when there's pressure on it like that.
You're crazy.
I don't like when they go like my grandma's.
Life
I want my
happens.
I
Sometimes
understand,
the
but I
grandma's
don't-
about to die.
I understand that, but like we're not getting married because Nana needs to see it.
No, you're
She'll
having
see
a
it in heaven.
ceremony.
She'll see it in heaven.
That's
Nana's not going to
We'll
heaven.
have a
You're
bunch
a
of pictures.
fucking
We'll have a bunch
nightmare.
of pictures of her all over the wedding, so it feels like she's still
okay.
there.
So
Nana's
you are
not
having
dancing.
a wedding
We're not having a wedding for Nana.
Okay, but you are going to have a wedding.
No, I'm not getting married.
ever.
I don't believe in it.
So? You think
So-
everyone that got married believes in it?
It's a fucking contract that you end up either having to get divorced, and I'm going to be incredibly wealthy, and I don't need someone coming for my money, and I'll do a spiritual
Didn't you
thing.
say it yourself that,
Wait, what's the
that your
spiritual thing?
guy is already more successful than you? He's going to be like, Dylan, your money means nothing to me.
Yeah, for sure. I just don't want to be. You want to know?
Okay, what are you gonna wear on your spiritual thing?
I'm not getting married.
Oh,
What are you
give
gonna
it
do on your
once-
spiritual
Here's
thing?
the thing. Here's the thing. Dylan hasn't had a boyfriend. Once he's going to have a boyfriend, he's like, and that's why marriage is actually beautiful. And
Yeah, that's why. That's why
not
I'm
a-
fighting you on this
What
so
are your
much.
views on
it's
marriage?
just, here's the thing. It's,
I've felt this way about marriage since I was a literal teen.
I
think it's
agree. It
stupid.
sounds like a 13-year-old's view of marriage.
No, you're just saying that because you're married.
No,
I
I'm
think-
not. I'm not saying it because I'm married. I think that
I'm
like
saying it because you've only seen divorce.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't want to deal with a divorce. So why would I get married? Well, I don't. To me, I can be with the same person for my entire life, and I think that's just as special as marrying someone and staying with them for your entire life. I think your relationship is so much more important than a piece of paper that you sign, and I don't understand why everyone has to involve the government.
Say fine, no government. You have a spiritual ceremony. What are you wearing? You fucking asshole. Just play the goddamn game.
Like, I'm not playing.
I liked it better when I could do it as a girl. If I was a girl, I would have a nice big dress with like a little blue in it. Maybe just like
this is why people call you trans.
Why would
fucking
there be
asshole.
I don't care if people call me trans all they want. They don't know who they are, and that's why they project that issues onto me.
Maybe
God forbid I have an imagination, you freaks.
Except you can't imagine a marriage. You can't imagine a ceremony that's hypothetical.
In that position.
I don't want to get married as a guy. I just want to be myself.
Well, unfortunately, you're a guy.
I know, but I don't want to get married.
Okay, what about a spiritual ceremony?
A classic black tux.
Cool.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Gucci.
Yeah, a nice fitting black tux with a ripped body underneath. Happy?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
That's
You gonna pierce your ear?
No, I actually do think maybe I'll get a little hoop. Do you think I should?
Nope.
Why? What about like one right here?
I don't think. I think
where?
a hoop would be good.
I think a hoop
Wait,
would
on
be
the loop.
I
on
think
the
either on the
cartilage?
loop or up here.
Oh, cartilage is
I
better.
think cartilage would be kind of cute. Just a gold.
It's
hoop.
better.
Okay.
But make it thick.
Not too thick.
No, not like super thick, but if you have a nice thick one that goes like around the ear, I think that would look good.
I think it would look cool too. You don't like
Do
it?
it on that side so I don't have to see it.
No.
You guys have such different styles that like I don't think you would ever agree.
On what? What we should
Like,
do with each other?
Yeah. If Dylan,
Yeah, no,
that
we tried to white races together. We didn't agree once.
that would be fun if Dylan got to dress Colton and Colton got to dress Dylan for a day.
One of us would look good.
Damn.
And I'd be in. I don't know. What would you put me in?
I don't even know. What would I put you on? We definitely
One of
show
us
off
would
the
look
body.
good. I've given him a stack of clothes. Never
Off
wears
from
that.
Shein.
Pre-tariffed.
Pre-tariffed.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Actually, my sister bought you a shirt.
Oh, where?
I just
it
it's
away?
at my house,
Okay.
and I was thinking about maybe I'll keep it because Dylan doesn't like any gifts.
That's not true. I wore your sweater that you gave me in Portland this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I guess I dressed him.
Yeah, absolutely. Colton also bought me a bunch of stuff that was a little bit too small, and so I'm a
bought
little
him-
body.
He's negging you.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I do
No, I
have to lose
didn't.
weight before.
I didn't do
the
that.
clothes that Colton bought me will look
One
really
day
good
you'll fit
after
into
my
this and you'll
surgery.
be so
No, my sister said I should do it, and then be like, "Oh, I guess you're too fat to wear them." But I didn't do that because I'm nice.
Yeah. The Dowling family is incredibly nice.
My sister's hilarious,
Yeah.
but that's so funny. I was on the phone with my sister. Oh, I was on the phone with you, and my sister was nearby. She was yelling at me. She goes, "Is that Brittany?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I could hear the mean."
Yeah, I can hear the anger in her voice.
Yeah.
My sister Brittany's mean too.
Oh, you have a sister named Brittany?
I have 5 sisters, 5 brothers.
Whoa.
You have five sisters,
you have
5
10
brothers?
siblings? Like Goodwill Hunting. That was a lot.
Not from
on
the
a-
same woman though.
I was like, "Did you guys live on a farm?" What's
No,
happening?
it's just my dad. He's a whore, so he's like,
Uh-huh.
go forth full and multiply. You know what I'm saying? That's
So,
what he does.
are you the oldest?
I am the middle child.
What does middle
Really?
child mean?
Well, actually, I'm number 5.
Yeah, I mean, technically that's the middle child, but I think when we start getting like to the 10s, I think everybody's
Yeah,
like
everybody's in the middle.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I
It's
think.
the oldest and the youngest. That's what it is.
And then everybody's in
Then
the
everybody
middle.
else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting. My dad has too many kids. My mom has me and my sister, and that's it. But
do you get along with all your siblings? That's great. And then only one gay one.
well, no, that we know.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be
When
another.
there's 10, you
There's
gotta go.
10.
I think there's probably one more. in
One
there.
more for sure. Maybe a bisexual.
Probably.
And crazy, 5 girls, 5 boys.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That-
Are you the
that's-
hottest of all of them?
I would say so. It's because
Yeah.
my mom.
Yeah. Is your mom beautiful?
Oh.
Oh, I love that. What does your mom do?
She is a laboratory technician.
Love
Medical
Oh.
medical field.
And do her and your dad get along?
Not at all.
I love that.
What was the housing situation? I mean, like,
my mom married a guy that they had a kid with, and then we stayed with them. I stayed with them,
oh, okay, cool.
and then my
I
dad
just,
would promise to come get me and never come get me.
I just was hoping it was like a cul-de-sac.
Just
I was like,
a huge school bus.
I
of just
love
his
the
kids.
idea of this guy who's just like, oh, I'm busy. Was just across the street in a little cul-de-sac, 10 kids just being friends. I love that.
Do you think has your relationship with your dad gotten better since you've gotten older? Or do you think those wounds of him never picking you up have stayed with you?
I don't think I was never wounded by it because of how my dad is. So he's like
Maybe
a
a little
present,
wounded?
non-present guy.
Yeah, but
So,
that's hard to understand as a child when it's happening to you. Do you think maybe it affected you a little bit?
I'm not a rapper, so no.
Well, it sounds
Fuck my
like
dad, they
you
do
had
this shit.
another dad,
I love when they
fake
sing
father
about
figure.
that, though. I love like Drake. Yeah.
Sing about your dad.
He's like, and that's why I love my uncle. My mama's sister had me. I was like, Drake, you crazy. I was like, oh, I feel so bad for you.
He grew up totally fine. But yeah.
He got that big old dick though.
Who? Drake?
Drake.
He's light skinned. He has a big dick.
You do light skinned
You
guys
didn't
not
see
have
that?
big dicks?
They're part white.
There's some white guys with
Oh.
some big ass,
I'll
some
tell
big
ya.
dicks.
You can't go around assuming because I've seen it all.
Oh yeah, some of the white guys have some of the biggest dicks I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I think that would just be by.
And then all
That comes from your mom.
what? Your dick,
dick
size?
size.
Yeah, really?
It's your hairline and your dick size.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Wow, and gay comes from dad.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you saying that?
Saying what?
That it comes from your mom?
That's genetically. It's like whatever her dad
No,
had.
okay,
My
great.
mom doesn't have a dick.
Yeah, but
Right,
you
I'm
guys
saying-
and I'm dumb. Well, my mom doesn't have a dick. No shit, but I'm sure someone in her family does. Your mom's also not bald, but that affects if men will go bald or not.
Yeah, but that one is why I asked that one because no, it doesn't. The bald thing is a myth.
That's not true.
And so but this is the first time I'm hearing the dick thing. But then I thought maybe, well, this is going to be gross. Maybe your dick size is like fitted for her pussy.
Ew.
Colton,
It
that's
is
disgusting.
gross.
You made that weird.
But I'm just saying.
I hated every second of
I
that.
did
That
He
was-
made it weird.
that was much worse than
because
the,
like some
than
because
the
some
mom dick
there's
thing I
some
said.
some big pussies and there's some smaller pussies and so that
And
Okay.
okay,
it's
well,
not good.
My thought process is worse than yours. I'm like, damn, my mom probably had a big clit. You know,
Oh
Yeah.
God. Okay. we have two segments on this show. Let's do our two segments.
Okay, our
Okay,
first segment.
Our first segment is: do you
Do you
have
have any questions for us?
Any questions for the panel? You guys are originally from Texas, right?
No, I'm from
Oh,
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Army brat.
Right. So the question I have is, did you guys find Austin or did Austin find you? Because it seems like a lot of people come here to almost live like they do in LA.
Oh, I was only supposed to be here 2 weeks, but I did come from LA. I was playing rugby, blew out my knee, got it fixed in Colorado. Was going to come here for 2 weeks, visit my sister, and then I just been here since 9 years.
I
Never wanted to go back to LA. I hated LA.
I do hate it.
Yeah, I was
The people,
living.
not
Yeah,
the area.
they're
Yeah.
off. I went there for 1 weekend last year and was like, I could never live.
But
here.
it's like even the beaches. I was just in Florida. Beaches are way better in Florida. Like anywhere in Florida is better than California. So I'm like, why would anyone live in California, especially if they're not industry? Like, what are you doing out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's becoming that kind of place. That kind of place for sure. Because the industry is not there really anymore. You could be
Right.
anywhere. So
The internet is everywhere. So
Yeah.
just go be on the internet.
stay home.
And
Yeah.
also, Austin has like the reason I moved here was I was living in Portland, Oregon, and I was like super miserable and depressed. I wanted to quit drinking, and I went back home for a month in Massachusetts to figure out if I was gonna move to Austin or New York.
Mhm.
And I had visited Austin with a group of my girlfriends from high school, and we had like a week here and a psycho time of a trip, and we all got into huge fights. But I loved the city, and I was like, I think I just need to be like blasted by the sun and like work out and like be. Everyone seemed really positive down here, and I knew that Austin's comedy scene was starting to kind of get the ball rolling, and I moved because I was like, I think the comedy scene's gonna be something here, and I did. And yeah,
Was the
it's
creek
right.
already open when you moved here?
Yes, the creek.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
the creek was open right when I moved here because I moved here like a little over a year before the mothership opened. So
Okay.
it was like, and then it just everything boomed. That's what everyone talks shit about the Austin comedy scene, but like what they don't realize is, like you said, you can like book gigs for the industry and you don't have to be in LA or New York. And we get, I would argue, the best quality stage time than New York and LA, because multiple people can do 3 sets a night here,
Oh.
and you can do 10 to 15 shows a week here, and they're not mics, they're actual shows filled with people.
A real audience.
Real audience,
Yeah.
because Austin's become such a comedy tourist town. So people come here to visit and they're like, well, we have to go see comedy while we're there because it's like known for it. So there's not that many bad shows, and there's like 8 clubs, and we don't have the weirdness that New York and LA does with the clubs where it's like, well, if you work here, you can't
pecking
work
order
here.
shit, yeah.
We all work at all of the clubs if you're in at them. Like there's no weird competition like that.
I like that.
It's great.
I fucks with that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, should I move to Austin?
I mean, unless you're like I think if you're actor/comedian, LA's fine. But
Yeah.
like, I just heard of this, like the indie scene's dead there, and it's like the weird shit is starting to come out now. Like not like allegations, but the like Chicago improv stuff because they stayed. So I like what's happening in LA comedy scene, like Tim Robbins. When I think of LA comedy now, I think of like Tim Robinson, like Conor O'Malley. I think of like Steph Tolev.
Okay.
And I'm like some fucking like not straight down the line.
Yeah, but even if you look at like people always want to talk about the Austin, but if you look at like who's on the Netflix as a joke this year, it's out of the 10 people, it's like 4 or 5 of them are Austin guys.
Who is it?
That's good.
It's Cam.
It's Cam, Ari, Ruby Setnick, somebody else, and like barely anyone from New York or LA. And I'm like, it's Netflix the joke introducing. It's like it's kind of like crazy that most of them are Austin people. I go, so I don't know. I think there's something really special happening here.
Yeah, and you could travel. I mean, we're in the middle of cities.
I will say
country,
though,
so you can
you can go blah 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 blah. But since Austin's not a hub, everything's a fucking connecting flight. You could so hard to get a nonstop flight here. It's absolutely now that I'm traveling every weekend, I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Everything is a layover.
Damn. I guess I think of myself as a traveler, but I'm not. And also, I think of you. I just rewrite everything. Like from every experience I have in Austin, I was like, and Dylan was there. And then you just kind of blew my mind with I moved a year after the Creek. But it's a good thing he moved a year after the Creek because I was addicted to Coke the first year of the Creek.
Oh.
Yeah.
And now I'm not.
How was that?
Well, now I'm not.
Did you like the smell or what was happening?
Huh?
Did you like the smell of it?
I loved the smell of it. And I can't smell. So like it was like gasoline. It smelled like gasoline.
Into my nose.
It smelled like a 7-Eleven.
Wow.
I liked it for the confidence. Somebody was asking me how it made me feel. I was thinking it was maybe Emma was asking me like because I have ADHD, so it's like, what do you use it for? It's supposed to like traditionally not help people with ADHD. I think it was just like pure confidence, and I think like it made all my thoughts clear and articulate. Not good thoughts, and they weren't smart thoughts, but they were in a line.
Gotcha.
You know, it went like this, but then I would just be fucking rambling, and then. Sad.
That's what
really,
I like
really
about it.
sad.
I did Coke on my 30th birthday just because I'm like, fuck it, I'm 30. And then
Yeah.
I'm at a party, there's girls there, and of course the fairies get you to do stuff. So I was like, these girls are just like, come on, you gotta try it.
Oh, I thought you were called Gay Guys Fair.
No.
And we're like, do you like Coke? Do you like to do drugs?
Come on, bitch.
Come on. Do you have some-
If my soft ass can do it, you can handle.
That's how you get a man's cock around. You're like, do you want to do a little Coke? And then the gay guy's like, it's really not good.
That is actually the only time I've ever been direct about a blowjob. I went, well, I've never snorted it off a dick before, and he's like, we could do that right. We could do that right now. I'm like, all right, cool.
Well, that was a gay guy, right?
Gay Tony.
Gay Tony.
Gay Tony.
Well, we only have
Grand
one
Theft Auto?
segment.
Mm-hmm. Our last segment. It's kind of what we've been building up this entire time. It's kind of what this whole podcast is built around. If you were a gay man,
Would you rather have
sex with me
or Colton?
or me? And why?
This is a complicated question because both are very good looking men. So let's see.
Hear that?
Let's see.
You're beautiful.
Stop it.
Inside and out.
And you are a gay man in this situation.
I'm gonna do what you did with the dress thing, but I'm gonna keep playing. I'm like, I can't do it.
You can't. Okay, let's start here. As a gay, if as a hypothetical gay man, are you imagining yourself? Well, I'll just be like my brother. And what is my brother like?
Are you a top? Are you a bottom?
I would be a top.
Okay. Okay.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
You really don't.
You don't know
I mean,
that.
I don't, but in the scenario.
Yeah.
I guess if you get to pick your own adventure.
If we're doing hypotheticals.
Right.
If I'm
Is your
just
brother a top?
imaginary gay guy? Yeah, he is actually.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll look him up. I'll look him up.
Yes, he's a top. He brags about it all the time. But I'll be a top. It's one. And then
Let's make that clear.
I'm in charge.
Sound like my dad.
And I would have to go for the more.
Or I'm gonna hurt you. You sound like your dad.
You see how I'm stalling?
Sorry.
He's like, yes, you guys see this. All right, so if I had to pick between the two hosts of this lovely podcast,
Thank you.
he's tall. He's taller than you.
Mm-hmm.
So by default, I probably would go for the shorter person.
So Colton.
If I was gay,
Yeah.
in the world, and where this happened,
Yeah.
The multiverse.
You have to go
Colton?
for Colton. You have to
Love
go for
that.
Thank you
Okay,
so
Thank
much.
you so much for doing the podcast.
And it's because I'm short, not because of my fat ass.
Yeah.
And how fucking good it would feel. No reason how tight I am.
Oh, amazing. Well, where can people find you?
I got a new segment. If you wanted to run train on me, which 3 friends would you pick?
Which one of your
Tag them
homies?
in the comments.
Tag them in the comments. It's so funny.
I'll reshare this and then I'll put that on there.
Love it. And where can people find you?
Jonathan Tumblin on everything. JonathanTumblin on everything.
Love it.
Cool. Well, thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Check
Follow
out the
us.
Patreon.
Yep. And check out Dylan's tour dates. It's a fucking
thanks.
goddamn page long. When he was reading them, I was like, fucking hurry up already. He's booked.
Yeah, come out, guys. Bye.
So, this is back. Some of this is back. Some of this is back. Some of this is
To drag out horse.